Hello and welcome to Europa Universalis 4, the Great Southern Dynasty, where we are playing as the mighty Ayutthaya, attempting to steal the Mandate of Heaven from the Ming. We're at an interesting crossroads. Our good friends the Mongols are getting pretty well and truly fucked. They've got a huge amount of rebels. Their vassal in Yarkand is rebelling with the help of Russia, and they want to call us in to help them. After considering your very, very welcome comments on the last episode, I think we're going to decline this call to arms. The most dangerous thing about that is, one, losing Mongolia as an ally means Ming might be a little bit more open to attacking us. The other thing is if Mongolia collapses, that unguarded nomadic frontier modifier goes away, and Ming will still be bleeding Mandate, but not nearly as fast as we'd like them to be. So one thing we can probably do to start making up for that, we're kind of mass vassalizing all of their tributaries to steal tributaries away from them. I think we can probably go after Tidor next, and I think that it's possible that they would ally with us. Their only negative modifier is different religions, so I'm going to take this guy off. We're going to decline that call to arms, unfortunately. Really wish I could help, but yeah, our manpower, we're still about 2.25k or 225k in the hole, so it's not a good time to be fighting Russia. Anyway, yeah, so we're going to start working on Tidor here. We're going to improve their relations. Let's see, what are these guys doing? Improve relations and our subjects. Let's pull him out of there. We're going to proclaim a guarantee on Tidor. That's alright, we can go over our Diplo limit. Tibet has announced Mongolia as a rival. So now they don't like the Mongols anymore now that they're not allied to an ally of the Mongols. Let's see. New technology. We're at 0 tech penalty, right? Yeah, so we can go ahead and... Oh, wait, we don't want to do that yet because we need to get our admin up to 19 so that we don't get corruption from having unbalanced technology. So we'll hold off on that. Also, probably a good time to start getting some other allies that can help us against... Let's see, Brunei is already allied with us, Pasai is already allied with us. Okay, so I'm not super worried about Ming trying to curb stomp us right now, but we'll keep an eye on things. Also, I apologize about the construction noise. They're doing a whole bunch of construction at our apartment complex right now, so these next couple episodes are going to be a little bit loud, probably. Looks like the Mongolian rebels enforced their demands, and Mongolia did not collapse, so that's good at least. Hopefully Yarkand will get its independence and not take too much from them. We're going to gain mercantilism. Korea declared war on Mongolia. Alright, well, that's not good. Buryatia declared war on Mongolia. Alright, bleed China as much as you can. Please bleed Mongolia as much as you can. Buryats, are they nomads? Tribe. Siberian Clan Council, yeah, so I don't think they count for killing Ming's mandate. Tidor, you want an alliance with us? Not quite yet. Can they get a royal marriage? Not yet. Tibet declared war on Mongolia. Oh, it's going to be a feeding frenzy. Well, that was nice while it lasted. Truce with Sadia is ended. Our emperor is craven. That kind of sucks. Let's see. So I guess we were the only thing holding the Mongols together. Our alliance. Alright, Tidor will accept an alliance, which means they should accept a royal marriage from us. And should be able to get them the rest of the way to 190. Forgot to look and see if they would even accept vassalization. No, it's not on here, is it? Oh, there we go. Offer vassalization. Okay, I bet we can get there. Bet we can get there. Not the same religious group. Yeah. Permanent navies. Price of naval supplies has changed. Does that do anything for us? Not really, but we are making a shitload of money, so we can probably hire some better advisors. Geez, we're rich. How much of that is from war reparations? Gold, trade. It's mostly from trade, production, taxation. Okay. Yearly prestige. Well, what's our inflation at right now? Yeah, let's get inflation reduction. They're the same cost. Boom. If we can hire level 3 advisors across the board, I might want to. Fort defense. Is there a discipline guy here? Yeah, let's take the level 1 discipline guy. And then we really don't need extra Diplo power right now. But I think I'd rather have trade efficiency than morale of navies. Alright. So yeah, after these wars end, this delightful -30 is going to go away. So hopefully their mandate will collapse before then. Alright, monthly war exhaustion, like it. Do we have a focus? We do have an admin focus running. Royal Heretic. Let's see, Samar will not like us if we do this. That'll give us +2 national unrest. Yeah, how dare they. I can marry a heretic if I want to. Split these guys in half because they're taking attrition like crazy right now. These guys are still taking attrition, so we'll split them in half again. Gonna have to reorganize the army soon. No one wants to work. Fuckers. Alright, well, we're making a crazy amount of admin power. Truce with the Ming has ended. Truce with California has ended. Truce with Alaska has ended. What is their current penalty? Okay, so plus 14% shock damage received, and their economy is collapsing. I don't know what the thresholds are for the events that are going to make them suck, but hopefully we can get that. Maintain our diplomat in Tidor. We are going to ask for military access from them. We're going to offer military access. Cool. And then we'll influence them. Dump the tea. Alright, how close are they to accepting vassalization? They're still pretty far away. Mostly because of distance between borders. And they're also a kingdom. Well, I guess having them as an ally is worthwhile. We could get a colonist and just go, like, colonize this island over here. It's a lot of work to go to for one... taking one tributary away from the Ming, though. Tidor, these guys are all in the New World. Buryatia, we're not going to probably be able to influence that well. Too far away. Ryukyu is probably also too far away. Offer vassalization. Yeah, they're going to be even more penalty from distance between borders with them. So I don't know. We might not be able to steal Tidor's tributary status, but we'll pull this off. We'll set our diplomats to allies and own subjects. Come on, Mongolia, hold out. Political rival weekend. I think we're a little high on karma right now. Yeah, we could afford to lose some. We could also afford to gain a little bit, if that's the better option. 10 karma, 15 prestige, and we lose some money? Yeah. Yeah, I'll take the prestige. Royal marriage with Mongolia has ended. Alright, we got him below 30% mandate. I'm hoping these events are going to start firing. That will kill the shit out of them. It's still going to be ticking down, but... okay, we have not picked a power in a while. So we can pick between autonomy change cooldown, fort maintenance on border with a rival, change rival cost, monthly devastation. Let's get the cheaper forts. Truce with Jarkand has ended. How long until we can annex Sadia? Integrate vassal. Couple more years. Be a good use of our Diplo points that have been stacking up for ages. Donna, at times such as these when our country is characterized by relative tranquility, that we are reminded to look at those who are less fortunate. Recent crop yields have been neither failures nor a great success, and as a result most have food and the state have ample grain supplies. There are, however, still some unfortunates who do not have enough food to feed themselves. Yeah, we don't want to gain too much karma because we're already in a little bit of a bad spot here, so we're gonna choose to not do that. As Buddhists, we can't afford to be too nice because that's how the mechanic works. Spreading our armies out. We're only 20k in the hole. And formalized officer corps. Leaders without upkeep +1. And when unlocked, advisor cost -25. Sale of titles. We can gain a bunch of money. Or we can gain admin power. Yeah. We're going to gain admin power. Rigorous researchers. Fantastic. How close are we to the next admin tech level? Not too far off, actually. Black news, stability drop. So we now have a regency under our 2-3-4 queen until our 4-5-3 leader can take over. Royal marriage for Tidor, yeah, we'll take it. Target allies is not doing anything right now, so let's do neighboring countries. Bengal, who hates us and has always hated us. Let's see. They're not losing as much. It must be because they have some prosperity happening. But they still have unguarded nomadic frontier, so the disaster has not turned itself off yet. Ming, building spy network. Bahmanis wants to hire condottieri. About to be able to get some swivel cannons, which are very nice to have. We can swivel our cannons around at our leisure. Oh, swivel cannon. What is Ming's tech right now? They're 22 across the board. 21, 22, 22. So yeah, we're still behind them in mill tech, but we'll get there. Order restored. Alright, so they gained 2 stability and gained 20 mandate, which is super annoying. They're still bleeding 0.7 per month, though. And +8 shock damage received isn't too bad. Well, shit. Influence Sadia has expired. I don't think we need to continue. Can Mongolia... Are they a tributary now? Can we get our alliance back? Recently dishonored our alliance with Mongolia. Alright, so they don't want their alliance back. At least Ming is still bleeding Mandate. They have 11 tributaries now. Who did they gain? Yarkand? Okay, that's why. Truce with Mongolia has ended. And we can almost get Admin 19. Looking forward to it. This is own subjects. We don't need it. Can we start integrating Sadia? There we go. Let's make it happen. I'll gain 3 inflation. Don't really care. And hey, we're out of manpower debt. So that's positive. That's a positive thing for us. Probably should start planning our invasion of the Ming. Are these 13-3-7 stacks? I'm trying to remember how I had my armies organized before. Might have been doing 10-4-8. It really should be 12-4-8. Let's start doing some reorganization here. So these 24 stacks is what we really want. We want 12-4-8s. 12-4-7. They need another cannon. And then, yeah, these guys are going to need another cannon. I guess I can let the clock run while I do this. I don't know, I get anxiety about letting the clock run. I know that that's, Johan actually makes fun of me for that. The main guy at Paradox, because he thinks that real time is the only proper way to play the game, but I'm a little different from him on that. Do we have... Okay, cool. We can get admin tech. Only paying 372 power for it, which will allow us to get the next level of Diplotech as well. Why is that costing so much more than it should? Okay, well, we'll take it. Yeah. Alright, so this needs 2 more infantry. Okay, and then these guys are each going to need an extra cannon. Actually, this guy needs to lose an infantry. He needs a cannon and a cavalry. And then this guy needs just 1 cannon. Alright. Reorganizing the army. Planning for our next big war against China. We'll probably wait till they have a bit less mandate than they have now. Okay, so these guys can lose 2 cannons. They can lose a horse, and they can lose 1 horse, and they can lose 3 infantry. Which leaves us with a nice little 24 stack. So these guys need 2 more cannons and 4 more infantry. Ming has fabricated claims on us, unsurprisingly. Alright, let's start arranging these guys along the border. We actually have some provinces with a decent amount of supply limit for once in our Ming border areas. Still got quite a ways to go to finish the manpower recovery mission. But it will be worth it. Alright. And these are free now, right? Yeah, free maintenance on border with rivals. So we can turn these on and they're not going to cost us a damn thing. They're just going to give us army tradition for free. I think those are the only 2 that, yeah, directly border the Ming. It'd be nice if it was like shared sea zones counted. Oh, royal marriage with Tibet has ended. We will renew that. Würzburg has been elected Holy Roman Emperor. Let's take a look at the HRE. What's their status right now? Not doing terrible. Not doing terrible. Actually, they are doing pretty terrible. Never mind. They are doing potentially worse than China is. I'm wondering if maybe we should build a fort in like Laifeng or Kaobong or something, but yeah, we don't need it. Oh no! Who did they get as a tributary? Mongolia is paying tribute again? Oh, fuck you guys. Now they're not bleeding mandate nearly fast enough to satisfy my wills. Army's the way to go. Awesome. Do the Buryats want an alliance with us? Okay, they don't want an alliance. Why is that? I don't know. We'll try to get our alliance with Mongolia back. Even though they've been kind of decimated from what it looks like. And we're about to annex a vassal. Bribes growing more accepted. Damn it. Alright. We've integrated Sadia. They're now part of our glorious nation. Can we annex Charkand, or should we keep them as a vassal? Not sure on that one. Let's make a state. Which now the clergy want control of more territory. Or the monastic orders, I suppose. Give them this province. Now they're happy. And let's start converting some of these Hindu provinces. Did that change the ticking at all? Yeah, they're still... well, we got them down to low enough mandate that they take plus 10% shock and fire damage. So that's a positive thing. Let's see if we can get our Mongol alliance back before we end this session. No, I don't need to influence Charkand anymore. Let's influence Mongolia, though. 175, we'll take it. Alright, now they should accept an alliance offer. Call diplomat. Yeah, free stability. Offer alliance, yes. Okay. So now we have an alliance that could pretty well smash the Ming. If we went to war with them now... take Mandate of Heaven. Alaska and California would join in. None of our allies would join in. Brunei, it's too distant. Mongolia has a truce with the Ming. How long? How long is that truce for? Truce with Ming ends in 1688. And then... would that tip the scales in our favor? If we got rid of the 2,000... accepting would destabilize Mongolia, and they're in debt. Yeah, I think we can make that work. Tibet, why don't they want to join? Accepting would destabilize Tibet. Why is that? Do they have a royal marriage or something? Or yeah, high-end Delhi. Royal marriage with Ming. Okay. So they wouldn't accept. Pasai and Tidor, I don't really give a shit. It's really Tibet and Mongolia and possibly Brunei that I would want to bring into this war. What is Tibet's trust of me? We can raise that. I'll even bump it up one more. Okay, so they have 93 trust. Would that change their tune at all? Let's see. Not quite. If we get rid of the destabilize, maybe we need to slander Ming or something. So discontent, sabotage reputation. Let's build a spy network in Ming. We'll stop it there for now. I'm gonna go ahead and save the game here. It's going to be a lot trickier to plot their downfall now that they are not bleeding Mandate at a significant rate. And now that Mongolia is paying them tribute again, it's going to be tricky. Tricky. I just wish I could get my allies to tell them to stop paying tribute. That would be fantastic. Anyway, check out loresworn.com. That's our website. There's Spanish Australia down here, I believe. Yeah, Spanish and Tidor have been competing over Australia from what it looks like. At Loresworn Order on Twitter. I am at AsaTJ. That's ASATJ. Here's France popping in, trying to get a piece of these indies down here. And subscribe if you haven't already. We've got much more to come. Is that... Are they independent? I guess. What is the flag, though? Were they a colony of Brittany? I have no idea. Yeah, and we'll be back with more E4 Mandate of Heaven, and we will plot our ascendants. Oh, and I might be over my force limit. No, I'm not. We're fine. It's just that we're rooting out corruption. That's why we're losing so much money right now. See you guys next time.